Good morning. I saw a video of a man posting Bible quotes, and it said that it is our God given right to have freedom of speech, that God gave us a voice and we should use it. Well, just ask the country music group Dixie Chicks, because that was almost 30 years ago when they spoke out and they were blacklisted. So, this type of corruption has been going on a lot longer than what people realize, because most people are ostriches. They have their heads in the sand. They don't want to see uh, the horrific crimes of children being molested, or um, people being strung out on drugs, or, priests doing terrible things to children. They just want to ignore it. But that's also a quote that we are not supposed to keep our heads in the sand. And they removed that quote from the Bible, which was one of my favorite ones, which was, you know, for man to be forthright and to not turn a blind eye, basically. So, this corruption and just destruction of the earth, uh, people have turned a blind eye. They want to say that they're environmentalists, that they care about the environment, when in fact, you can't fight the machine. The people that absolutely do not care about it, because they've got their little, hidden island somewhere where they think they're going to be safe from. But when you destroy the ocean, that water goes everywhere. So I don't know how they think they're going to be safe from the uh, pollution and the toxins that they have created. Clearly, they're not human, and maybe they're immune to such toxins. And I know Mike Decker did a video stating that Trump was going to stop the spraying operation. Well, I can tell you firsthand that the spraying operation is alive and well here in Pennsylvania, and nothing has stopped. So, all these aerosols and toxins that they spray on us every day, well, that also is worldwide. Those things spread, and they're, I guess, like I said, immune to it. And I know he was being a smartass, stating that he wasn't really believing that he was going to do that, because he promised to do that the last time he was in office. The same time he was promising during his first campaign that Hillary was going to jail, which never happened. So people just seem to forget um, all of the horrific crimes that has been going on, since Eisenhower, since before. I mean, this is a diabolical plan that was created by these banksters, because once again, who benefits from all of this but the banksters, the ones that fund both sides because they could care less about humanity or the animals, um, or the plants or the air or anything. So this is an act of terrorism, treason. And these people who are in charge of all this, you know, Musk, Gates, Trump, Obama, Bush, uh, Queen Lizzie's family, you name it, the prime ministers around the country, the kings and queens of countries, they all signed this UN agreement to, save themselves and screw the little people. And Hollywood got in bed with these people a long time ago, doing all these rituals and occult magic and satanic things. So when you're watching these shows, they're sending you signs, signals, things that are supposed to affect you, affect your soul, which is diabolical when you think about what the government has done, with all of their military weaponry and their experimenting on soldiers. It's really diabolical. So when these soldiers come home, I don't even know if the parents realize it's not the same child that they sent off to join the military. I mean, they've been injected with God knows what. And you see these movies talking about shell companies and talking about super soldiers or sleeper cells. Well, this is true. There are people in your community that have been sleeping, 20 or 30 years, and they're assassins, or the people that the government brought over here to murder us, basically. And people around the world want to blame America for this when, in fact, this genocide that took place in their countries was by their own government, a hired hand, good cop, bad cop kind of situation. So they can blame someone else when in fact they were committing genocide on their own people for resources, put in pipelines, mining, you name it. So that's where we're at, folks. This is sinister. All right, take care.